Hanan.
Assalamualaikum and good morning to examiner and all candidates. School can improve their standard of teaching by improving the principal management of the school. The reason why is, firstly, a principal know how to manage the school very well. With that, principal can make sure and ensure that the standard of school, and they can make a strict discipline in school. And then when the school is well managed by the principal, teacher will have a lot of respect to the principal and will strive to do their job very professionally. Lastly, okay, it is a principal who take the responsible to make the standard of the school higher. Okay. In conclusion, I think principal management of the school can improve the standard of teaching in school.
Let's take to Hanan.
Assalamualaikum and good morning to examiner and all candidates. School can improve their standard of teaching by improving the principal management of the school. The reason why is the principal is the person who know to manage the school very well, and the principal can ensure there is a strict discipline in the school. Secondly, when the school is well managed, and all the teachers will have more respect towards the principal, and teachers will do their job more professionally and teach the students more sincere. Ultimately, it is a principal who be the responsible one to raise the standard of the school in the country or in Malaysia. So in conclusion, that's all the reason why principal management of a school should improve the standard of teaching in school. Thank you.
Screen test take 1, Kamaraziz.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to the examiners and also the other candidates. I strongly believe that the relationship between parents and children will be improved by making it compulsory for parents to be involved in their children's activity. This is so because, first, when parents are a bit too busy with their hectic schedule, the children will eventually feel abandoned and thus making their relationship drift apart. So I believe that parents should care about what the children do in order to make them close, to close their.
Screen test take 2, Kamaraziz.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to all the examiners and also the other candidates. I strongly believe that the relationship between parents and children can actually be improved by making it compulsory for parents to be involved in their children's activity. This is so because when parents are too busy with the hectic schedule, the relationship between parents and children will eventually be drifted apart. This will cause the parent-children relationship to have boundaries, and the children will not be able to tell what's going on with their life.
Screen test take 3, Kamaraziz.
Assalamualaikum to all the examiners and also the other candidates. I strongly believe that the relationship between parents and children can be improved by making it compulsory for all parents to be involved in their children's activity. This is because parents, when they are too busy,
Stick for Khairunisa.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to the examiners and also the other candidates. I strongly believe that the relationship between parents and children can be improved by making it compulsory for all parents to be involved in their children's activity, as when parents are too busy with their hectic child schedule, the relationship between parents and the children will eventually be drifted apart. This will make the children to feel abandoned when their parents focuses more on their work rather than about them. Next, I believe that when children come up to the age of 13, they will be the one who will be very busy and occupied weekends due to hectic schooling schedule, and the fact that they have to be involved in co-curricular activities makes it even worse.
Screen test take 5 Khairunisa.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to the examiners and also the other candidates. I strongly believe that the relationship between parents and children can be improved by making it compulsory for parents to be involved in their children's activity. This is so because when parents are too busy with their hectic schedule, the relationship between parents and children will be affected, as the children will be drifted apart, as when they think that the parents focuses more on their job rather than themselves. This will create a bond between parents and the children. Next, when the children come up to the age of 13, they will usually their weekends will usually be occupied with extra co-curricular activities. That's making them having less times to be with their parents and to also
Screen test take 1 Khairina.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Karina Izzati. Many adults these days are too busy advancing their careers that their relationship with family members often suffer, and relationship between parents and children become very strained. I think that the relationship between parents and children can be improved by making it compulsory for all parents to attend parenting course. First of all, both parents are working these days, and it will
Screen test take 2 Khairina.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am candidate A, and I've been given the task, and I think that the relationship between parents and children can be improved by making it compulsory for all parents to attend parenting course. Nowadays, it is common that both parents are working, and this will cause less time with their family and lack communication between both parents and their children. When parents attend parenting course, parents will learn psychological changes about their children, and they will become patient and more understanding about their children. When the children are growing up, the hormones changes, and so do their behavior. And when parents attend parenting course, they will learn experience from other family, and it will make better relate with their children. I think that's all for me.
Screen test take 1 Ika.
Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to the examiner and to other candidates. I am candidate C. The topic I've been given today is the relationship between parents and children can be improved if parents make the effort to know their children's friends. I strongly agree and I believe that it is the best way to strengthen the bond between parents and children. And I have few points to support my topic. First of all, friends are the most important part of a children's life, more important than other family members and even parents. Next, the circles of friends widens when the children
Screen test take 2 Ika.
Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to the examiner and other candidate. I am candidate C. The topic I've been given today is the relationship between parents and children can be improved if parents make the effort to get to know their children's friend. And I strongly agree that this is the best way to strengthen the bond between parents and children. And I have few topics to support my point. I have few.
Let's take 3 Ika.
Assalamualaikum to the examiner and to other candidate. I am candidate C. The topic I've been given today is the relationship between parents and children can be improved if parents make the effort to get to know their children's friends. I strongly agree and I believe that this is the best way to strengthen the bond between parents and child. And I have few points to support my topics. First of all, friends are the most important part of a children's life, more important than other family members and even parents. Next, as the children get older, the circles widens and it becomes more vulnerable to negative influence. Unless the children has been involved with good morals and religious values. If not, it will not get easily influenced by other peers. Lastly, if the children's friends are familiar to the parents, to his parents, they will feel more ease to come and hang around the house. It will closer the bond between the child and the parents. As a conclusion, I think if parents make the effort to get to know their children's friend, it is strengthen the bond between parents and children.
Okay, 1 minute. Screen test take 4 Ika.
Assalamualaikum and a very good evening to the examiner and other candidates. I am candidate C. The topic I've been given today is the relationship between parents and children can be improved if parents make the effort to get to know their children's friends. I strongly agree and I believe it is the best way to strengthen the bond between parents and children, and I have few points to support my topic. First of all, friends are the most important part of a children's life. It is more important than other family members and even parents. Next, circles of friends widens as the children gets older. They become vulnerable to negative influence unless they are taught of good morals and religious values. If not, they will be easy to get influenced with peers. Lastly, if the children's friends get to know their parents, he will feel more ease when they come visit and hang around the house. It will closer the bond with the parents and even the children. As a conclusion, I think if the parents make the effort to get to know their children's friends, it is the best way to strengthen the bond between parents and children. Thank you.
Fantastic 5 Ika.
Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to the examiner and to the other candidate. I am candidate C. The topic I've been given today is relationship between parents and children can be improved if parents make the effort to get to know their children's friends. I strongly agree and I believe that it will strengthen the bond between parents and child. And I have few points to support my topic. First of all, friends are the most important part of a children's life. It will and even
What? Oh.
Screentastic 6 Ika.
Assalamualaikum to the examiner and other candidate. I am candidate C and the topic I've been given today is relationship between parents and children can be improved if parents make the effort to get to know their children's friends. I strongly agree and I believe that it is the best way to strengthen the bond between children and parents, and I have a few points to support my topics. First of all, friends are the most important part of a children's life, more important than family members and even parents. Next, as the children become older, the circles widens and they will get more easily influenced by negative. Okay.
Screentastic 7 Ika.
Assalamualaikum to the examiner and a very good morning to
Screentastic 8 Ika.
Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to the examiner and other candidates. I am candidate C and the topic I begin with today is relationship between parents and children can be improved if parents make the effort to get to know their children's friend. First, and I strongly agree, and I believe that if it
Screentastic 9 Ika.
Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to the examiner and to the other candidates. I am candidate C, and the topic I've been given today is relationship between parents and children can be improved if parents make the effort to get to know their children's friend. I strongly agree and I believe that this is the best way to strengthen the bond between children and parents. And I have few points to support my points. First of all, friends are the most important part of a children's life, more important than other family members and even parents. Next, as the circles widens, they are more vulnerable to negative influence unless they have been influenced by good morals and religious values. If not, they will be easily influenced by peers. Lastly, if the children's friends are familiar with his parents, they will feel more ease when their friends came over and visit and hang around. It will closer the bond between parents and children. As a conclusion, I think if parents make the effort to get to know their children's friends, it is the best way to strengthen the bond between them. Thank you.
Screentastic 6 Khairunisa.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and a very good morning I bid to the
Listen everyone.
Screentastic 7 Khairunisa.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and a very good morning I bid to everyone. I strongly believe that the relationship between parents and children can be improved by making it compulsory for parents to be involved in their children's activity. This is so because When parents are too busy with their hectic schedule, the relationship between the parents and children will eventually be drifted apart. This is because I believe that the children will feel abandoned, thus creating a boundaries between the parents and themselves. Next, I believe that when the children reach the age of 13, their weekends will be occupied with extracurricular activity, thus making them having less time to spend with their parents. This is not only drift their relationship apart, but making them feel more awkward to be with their to be at home while their parents are around. And lastly, parents must find out about what the children's activity so that they could take a precautionary actions in handling their children and ensuring that their children is doing the right thing without putting troubles and endangering themselves. Therefore, I believe that the relationship between parents and children can be improved by making the parents involved with their children's activity. Thank you.
Let's take one, Abby.
Assalamualaikum and a very good morning.
Okay.
Screen testing to Abby.
Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to the examiners and the candidates. As a children, do you ever realize how difficult your parents are in earning money to get you a better living? So, the topic that has been given today is the way to improve the relationship between parents and children. I think it is compulsory for parents to get know the daily life of their children, and also the children must get an overview of their parents' routine of earning a living. Okay. Moving to the next point is when children are aware of their parents' job, how stressful their parents' work, how tiring and how boring their parents' job are. I think they will become realize of it, and so that they won't bring any problems to their parents. The next point is
Screen test take 3, Abby.
Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to the examiners and the candidates. As a children, do you ever realize how difficult your parents are in earning money for your better living? So the topic that have been given today is what can be done to improve the relationships between parents and children. I think it is compulsory for parents to get know the daily life or routine of their children, and the children must also get an overview of their parents' routine of earning a living. The next point is when children are aware of their parents' job, how stressful they are, how tiring they are, and how boring their parents' job are. I think they will become realized, so they won't bring any problems to their parents, and to be a better children, I think. Moving to the next point is some of the children are too pampered with money, and I think they will realize that it is not easy to earn money. So the next point is
children who think their parents are too emphasized on the discipline. I think when they follow their parents to their workplace, they will know how important the disciplines are. Okay. As a conclusion, with greater understanding, as the conclusion, with greater understanding of each other of them, it will strengthen the bond between them. Thank you.
Screen test take 1, Amir.
Yeah, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today my topic is why I think that foreign business people will set up companies in Malaysia, which mean what are the factors that foreign business people will set up companies in Malaysia. And my point is, if we Malaysia become more eco-friendly, then the foreign business people will set up companies in our country. This is because the first reason, first of all, foreign businessmen don't want a place or a country that have very environment crisis.
Screen test take 2, Amir.
Yeah, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay. Environment is a very critical issue in the world nowadays. Therefore, becoming more eco-friendly will be attract foreign businessmen to set up their companies in Malaysia. There are many reasons for these factors.
Screen test take 3, Amir.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Environment is a very critical issue nowadays in the world. Therefore, if Malaysia become eco-friendly, it will be attract more foreign businessmen to set up companies in Malaysia. There are many reasons to this factor. Okay. First of all, foreign businessmen don't want a place or a country that have a critical environment crisis. In Malaysia, we don't have any critical environment crisis. So, if they
Screen test take 1, Nizar.
I have been given about the before that. Assalamualaikum.
Screen test take 2, Nizar.
Assalamualaikum. A very good morning to the examiner and the fellow candidates. The reason why foreign business people will set up their business in Malaysia because we have a skilled and educated workforce. As we all know, skilled and educated local workforce is an asset for Malaysia. This is the main reason why businessmen come to Malaysia to set up their business. This is because they don't need to bring their expertise or their expert from their country. Instead of we are having the citizen that expert or we have citizen that have a good skill. Then my next point is the businessmen from the other countries only need small amount or need minimum training in particular field. As the example, we hire someone from an engineering field. So we want to create a business or company based on the engineering scope. So if we hire citizen that have a certificate in engineering, so that they will cut costs. They have basic on that. So only minimum training need to be done in order to train them. Apart from that, this is also more efficient way of running business because it can cut budget and cheaper. My next point is we will have higher productivity if we have local skill and educated workforce. As for that, the foreigner ataupun foreign business can hire our citizens to be in management team. As for the conclusion, this is the reason why foreign business people will set up their business in Malaysia, because we have a skilled and educated workforce.
Screen test take 1, Lukman.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good morning to all the observers and all the candidates. Today I'm going to talk about one of the factors that will draw the more businessmen to our country, which is politically stable. Okay, political stable. There are three reasons why I state that politically stable will draw the businessmen to our country. First is if the administration or the management of the country is systematic, the investors and
Screen testing to Lukman.
Assalamualaikum and very good morning to all the observers and all the candidates. Today I'm going to talk about the factors that will
Screen testing 3 Lukman.
Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to all the observers and the
Screen testing 4 Lukman.
Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to all the observers and all the candidates. Today I'm going to talk about one of the factors that will draw more businessmen to our country, which is politically stable. Politically stable. As we know that our country is stable in political. The factors political stable will draw. I say it will draw many businessmen to our country because, firstly, if the management of the country. If the management of the country is systematic, then the investors will not be feared to invest in our country, and it will make the cash flow. The cash flow of our country will be good. Okay. Next, if there is no political unrest between all the political parties, the investors will not be worried to invest in our country. Okay, I said this because if there is political unrest between all the parties, then the fanatic fans of the parties will do demonstration, and that will cause more loss. That will cause loss to the investors and the businessmen, and businessmen doesn't like loss. Okay. Lastly, our country have diplomatic relation. Conclusion. The conclusion, political stable is really vital to draw the businessmen to our country. Thank you.
Screen testing 1 Shamel.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good morning everyone and all. Okay, having hospitable and friendly people is the best way to promote foreign businessmen to set up a companies in Malaysia. Here, I strongly agree with my statement. Okay, for my first point is everyone wants to be happy. It's great to work in a country where people welcome and accept us. It will make us feel that we are a part of the community there and we are a part of the family there. Okay, it's very grateful if we also have a friend, is a citizen there, so he can guide us in our foreign country.
Screen testing to Shamel.
Assalamualaikum and good morning everyone and all. Okay, having a hospitable, friendly people is the best way to promote foreign businessmen to come set up company in Malaysia. Here I strongly agree with this statement. Okay, for my first point, everyone wants to be happy. It's great to work in a country where people welcome and accept us. we make us to feel that we are part of the community there and part of the family there. Okay. We also grateful for us and for them to if there is we have
Fantastic 3, Shamil.
Assalamualaikum and good morning. I repeat for one and all. Okay, hospitable and having a friendly people is the best way to promote foreign businessmen to come and set up companies in Malaysia. Here, I strongly agree with this statement. For my first point, everyone wants to be happy. It's great to work in a country where people welcome and accept us. Okay, for a foreigner, they feel that they are a part of the community there, and they feel that they have a family there. Okay, it's also be grateful if they have a local friend where the friend can guide them in the new countries. Okay, for my second point, home away from home. Okay, it will makes them feel comfortable, feel like they are in home in the other country. Okay, they will not be a problem for them to adapt the environment there, and they will familiar as they have a friend there. They will also not feel that they are foreigners. Okay, so my last point is if they are happy and contented, their productivity will increase. Okay, so they happy to work as they are close to their office mate, their employees, so there will not be a conflict during work, and they will become a hardworking person. Okay, so in conclusion, foreign business people will enjoy being in Malaysia, and this will promote further business opportunities as they may encourage their peers to come to Malaysia. That's all. Thank you.
For Amir.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullah. We all know that environment is a very critical issue around the world, especially global warming. So, when our country, Malaysia, become an eco-friendly country, it will totally attract foreign businessmen to set up companies in our country. There are 3 reasons that will support my point. The first one, in this world, there are many environmental problems. We have erratic weather, poor air and water quality. In Malaysia, we don't have a poor air quality or a very high, very poor water quality. Okay, if we have
Fantastic 5, Amir.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Everyone in this world know that environment is a very critical issue in the world, especially global warming. When our country, Malaysia, become an eco-friendly country, it will totally attract foreign businessmen to set up companies in our country. There are 3 reasons that will support my point. The first one is in this world there are many environmental problems. The first one is erratic weather, poor air and water quality. Okay, in Malaysia we don't have any erratic weather or a serious poor air or serious water quality.
Fantastic 6, Amir.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We all know that environment is a very critical issue in this world, especially global warming. When our country Malaysia become an eco-friendly country, it will totally attract foreign businessmen to set up companies in our country. There are 3 reasons that will support my points. The first one, in this world there are many environmental problems. We have erratic weather and also poor air and water quality. In Malaysia, we don't have a serious poor air and water quality. We have a very good water quality. So, if we have a very good water quality, it will totally and definitely attract for the businessmen to set up companies in our country. The second reason is we are practicing an eco-friendly culture. Why I say that? Because we have a hybrid car. We use air cooler instead of air conditioner, and if we become an eco-friendly, if we practice an eco-friendly
Fantastic 7, Amir.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We all know that environment is a very critical issue in the world, especially global warming. When our country Malaysia become an eco-friendly country, will attract and definitely attract foreign businessmen to set up companies in our country. There are 3 reasons why I said that. The first one, in this world there are many environment problems. We have erratic weather and also a poor air and also a poor air, water and
Screen testing it, Amir.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We all know that environment is a very critical issue in this world, especially global warming. When our country Malaysia, become an eco-friendly country, it will definitely attract foreign businessmen to set up companies in our country. There are 3 main reasons why I said that. The first reason is, in this world there are many environmental problems. We have erratic weather, poor air and water quality. In Malaysia, we don't have any poor air or a serious water quality problems. We all run very smooth and then we don't have any snowing weather. So it is very good for a businessman to set up their business in our country. Yeah. The second reason is, we are practicing an eco-friendly culture. Why I say that? This is because we have an hybrid cars. We use air cooler instead of air conditioner. So if a foreign businessman want to come to Malaysia and produce their product, foreign businessmen, especially the one that are running an eco-friendly product, will definitely attract to come to Malaysia because we are totally practicing an eco-friendly culture. Okay, the next point is, we have a strict environmental law. Okay, fine will be charged to those who are not becoming an eco-friendly. Okay, our government providing a recycling facilities such as recycling bin. So this shows that our country, it is a totally an eco-friendly country. Okay, as a conclusion, it is undoubtedly eco-friendly is a factor that is most important that will attract more business people to Malaysia. Thank you.